Now, a group of farmers have joined hands to help elderly people in Nkomazi, Mpumalanga during the lockdown. They'll be distributing food parcels and masks to old people who will be receiving their grants at different pay points today. Our reporter Mweli Masilela is in that area. Mweli, good morning to you. We know that food has been a really important element of the lockdown situation, as well as in the face of COVID-19. Access to food has been challenging in most parts of the country. Just talk us through how exactly these food parcels will be rolled out today.
Indeed, Paul, the issue of food is very important. Early this morning, when I went to one of the shopping complexes, the main issue that elderly people were talking about was the issue of food, saying that they were not happy with the fact that yesterday most of them didn't receive their social grants, and they depend on these social grants to put food on the table. So they were pleading with government to make sure that at the end of the day they resolve all the issues or the challenges that were experienced yesterday. So they are hoping that by the end of business today they would have received their social grants. I'm now at one area here in Nkomazi where the Mpumalanga Farmers Association, the farmers here, came together to lend a helping hand to the needy, also saying that they are concerned that there's some elderly people that didn't receive the social grants. So they decided to come up with a plan, and already just behind me you can see people are queuing there, and they are already receiving their food parcels. So according to the group of farmers here, there is something that will not end today. There is something they'll do not only here in the Nkomazi area, but they'll move to other areas like Bushbuck Ridge, because the focus is mainly on child-headed households and the elderly.
Now, Mweli, just looking behind you, I can see that there are a number of queues, and social distancing doesn't seem to be a factor there. What exactly is the process for queuing when the recipients are getting their grants?
Well, the farmers that are here have tried to speak to the people that are queuing here to tell them to comply to the regulations of the lockdown, but seemingly, as you are saying, it looks like they are trying now. It's much better now compared to when we arrived here. People are trying to keep a distance, but this is an issue that has been raised over and over again, because what we have observed is that in malls and other shops here around Nkomazi, seemingly people do not adhere to the regulations of the lockdown. Even those whom you find that they bought the mask, you find that they are not using them, and some community members are concerned that this is not only about those people who are not adhering to the regulations. It will end up affecting the whole community here. As you know, that this particular area, Nkomazi, the Nkomazi municipality as a whole, it is leading compared to other municipalities in the province, with about 19 confirmed cases of COVID-19 out of 53 cases in the province. So there is a concern that even in taxi ranks, like you find that there is no sanitizers. This is an issue that has not only been raised by the local municipality, but also locals here in the Nkomazi area.
Mweli, today is Hand Hygiene Day, and earlier I spoke to an expert who was talking about the importance of hand washing, and of course looking at the rural areas that you are out and about reporting stories on. In terms of access to water, what have you observed in that area when it comes to residents being able to get water to ensure that they are up to standard with the hygiene practices that need to be taken into account during this very crucial time?
The Nkomazi municipality is one area of focus when it comes to the issue of lack of clean drinking water. We know that not only Nkomazi, Bushbuck Ridge as well, it has been one area where there's been challenges in terms of access to clean drinking water. So I think the governments, both at national and provincial level, have tried to make sure that people here do have access to water. The number of some of the villages where I visited, I found that already there are some water tanks that have been placed in different areas so that people can have clean drinking water. So I think even at municipal level, at local government level, when we spoke to the mayor of this municipality, Nkomazi municipality, he did indicate that water tankers are moving from one area to another area delivering water. So it's an issue that community members at this stage are quite happy about. But we'll know that chances of government reaching everyone are very slim, so we'll keep on checking in other areas if indeed they are getting adequate water.